Now I'm going to share my screen, which is not going to be this anymore. It's going to be your slides. Let me know if you can see it. Okay, can you all see my slides?
Yes.
Yes, and please remember to write your points down as usual. And yes, please keep yourself muted unless if your background is not noisy, it's fine. You can keep yourself unmuted, but raise your hand before you answer questions and listen very carefully so you can learn something new. And yes, do your very best. Are you ready? Okay, today's tutorial only Rohan will know something about because he did it. There are 5 questions of grammar MCQ. That is 5 vocab questions, and there is 1 composition question. So we are going to start with, I am in the wrong. Okay, so we're going to start, where's my pen? My writing pen. Okay, I'm going to start with grammar MCQ. How many of you remember for PSLE, how many grammar MCQ questions are there? Do you remember? Anyone? No one? Paper 2, second booklet, it opens up with your 10 MCQ question. There's 10 questions. Each of them is 1 mark, so it's 10 marks altogether, okay? So remember, vocabulary MCQ, there are 5 questions, only 5 very precious questions. And each of them is 1 mark. Each of them is 1 mark, so it's 5 marks altogether. And of course, composition for PSLE is 40 marks. I know for now in schools, they mark it as 20. So it's 10 for content and 10 for language. But for PSLE, it's 20 marks. 20 marks is for content. And then 20 marks is for language, which I will explain when I go to the that section, okay? But for now, let's start with grammar. Okay, but before that is today's riddle. So you can write this riddle down if you like, if you want to test your friends and your parents. If not, just look at my screen and tell me if you know the answer to my riddle. The clue here is that the word ends with the word end. That's your clue, okay? It ends with the word end, A-N-T. So it's something, and then at the back has A-N-T. But of course, it's not going to be pronounced as A-N-T, okay? So your clue here is that the word in front of A-N-T is a verb, it's an action verb. And what is the action verb? What do you call when you are actually buying something from overseas and then you bring to your country and you sell it for cheaper price? For example, I buy iPhone for $1, okay, overseas, okay? I buy 100 iPhones. That means I only spend $100. Then I bring it to Singapore and I sell it for 1 phone, $1,000. So I make $1,000 profit, right? That's what people do. They buy very cheap on overseas. They bring to the country, our country, and they sell it for a very expensive price, like triple the price and quadruple the price. So what is that called? What is that action called? That verb called? How did you make a rainbow pen? Thank you for asking, Nicole. Rainbow pen is basically an option in Microsoft. I mean, in Microsoft PowerPoint, if you see the word draw, I mean, I'm using the latest Microsoft. So there is actually an option that is draw for your pen. And then there's one color called rainbow. There's also Galaxy, by the way. If you want me to use Galaxy also, I will be happy to use it, but I will show you all the color options later. So there's Galaxy as well. So if you have any color preference for my pen, let me know. So, and I'll change my color. For now, what is the answer, anybody? What is the action of buying something overseas and then selling it at a cheap price? What am I doing if I buy something from overseas? No one? Anyone wants to try? No? Okay, I will give you the answer. The answer is import. Have you all heard the word import? Anyone knows what is import? Yes, import means you buy goods from overseas and you sell it here cheaply, right? So the goods were imported from China. Imported means I buy from overseas, imported from China, right? And then I sell it here. What is the opposite of import? Anyone knows? What is the opposite of import? Opposite is, import is you bring to your country. What if from this country, from Singapore, I'm selling it overseas? The opposite is export. So export means from Singapore, if I made a beautiful unicorn, for example, and I want to sell my unicorn soft toy that I made, I will export it to another country. I'll export it to Japan or China or India or Mexico, whatever country. So if from my country, I'm bringing it overseas, that is export. If I'm bringing something from overseas to my country, that is import. And of course, there's an and to the back because an and riddle. So important is the answer. It's not pronounced as important. It's not important, okay? This word is important, okay? So yes, that is a riddle for today. And my little ants, do you all like my ant drawing? Is it cute?
I think, yes.
Thank you, Ron. Okay, let's go to the first slide for today. Okay, so let's start with our grammar MCQ questions. Before that, yes, oh, thank you, Nicole. So before that, who knows what is a subject and what's an object? Every sentence usually will have a subject and an object. Let me give you a sentence. Let me see. I'm going to choose Nicole. Nicole played with Deepa, for example, okay? Now, can you tell me in this sentence, who is the subject? Yes, Deepa?
Nicole.
Very good. Nicole is a subject because Nicole is doing the action. The action is a verb, right? A verb. So always look at the verb. This is the verb in the sentence, the verb, right? The word in front of the verb, okay, is always a subject, means the one doing the action. Who is receiving the action means who's being played with? Deepa. So Deepa is the object. So remember, subject is the person doing the action. Object is the one receiving the action. Very good. Give yourself a point, Deepa. I'm giving you another sentence. Let me see if you can tell me the answer. Ariano hit a ball towards Rohan. Can you tell me who is the subject in this sentence? Anyone? By the way, try and raise your hand using the reaction button instead of your physical hand, okay? Because if you raise your hand using the reaction, you automatically come on stage because I cannot see everybody. So when you come on stage, I know you're raising your hand. Now I have to keep. Yes, Nico.
Ariano is the subject and Rohan is the object.
Very good, Nico. Give us a point. Can you tell me why is Ariano a subject?
Because she's the one doing the action.
Very good. And then why is Rohan the object? He's the one receiving the action, right? Yes, behind the verb is that's very good. Give us another point for explaining. Very good, well done. So you get the idea what is a verb and what is as object. The reason why we are going through this is because today we are going to learn all about reflexive pronouns. Reflexive pronouns is when the object and the subject is referring to the same person. For example, I enjoy talking to myself in the mirror. So I'm crazy, right? I love to talk to myself in the mirror. I am the subject pronoun. Enjoy talking to myself. That's a reflexive pronoun because the object, so we know the object and the subject is referring to the same person. That is called a reflexive pronoun. So on the screen, you can see on my left, there are subject pronouns. Subject pronouns, basically, instead of saying Deepa, I say she, right? Instead of saying Rohan, I say he. So these are called subject pronouns. Reflexive pronouns is referring to the object. When the object is the same as the subject, okay, they are called reflexive pronouns. And they all end with either SELF, self, or selves for plural. So there's two you here, if you can see. One you is singular, this you is singular. This you is plural. So now I'm going to break you out into two groups. Two of you are going to be in one breakout room and the other two of you are going to be in the other breakout room. What you're going to do is you're going to match the correct subject pronoun to the correct reflexive pronoun. For example, I is obviously myself. So the match is myself, right? So there are others. So match it with the correct reflexive pronoun. Either you take a screenshot of this slide or you can take a picture of this slide because when you go to the breakout room, you cannot see this. Actually, let me see if I can do it. Okay, I'm going to take a picture of this. And see, okay, I've taken a picture. Let me see if I can send it, okay, to the chat.
I took a screenshot.
You took a screenshot? Fantastic.
How do you do a screenshot?
Oh, it depends on your laptop. Mine is just one button. So
I'm
yes.
in an iPad.
Oh, I think there is a function, but I can't remember what's the function. But anyway, let me send you to your breakout room in your chats, in your separate breakout rooms. If you don't have the pic.
Is
Oh, okay.
2 people in one breakout room?
Yes, so I'm going to be boys versus girls for today, okay? So Deepa and Nicole, one group, and then Rohan and Ariano, another group. And then next time we will change group. Let me see who can get all correct. Are you ready, everyone? Okay, let me...
girls will win.
Oh, you're so confident girls will win. Let's see. By the way, come back at 5:47, okay? In 3 minutes. 5:47.
What if we can't finish what we didn't finish at 5:45?
Then it's 5:47. So if you didn't finish, it's okay, but still come back because I need to continue my lesson. If not, I will be here forever.
Can you give until 5?
No, that's too long. That's only a few.
5:49.
Okay, wait. Let me assign
take time.
manually. Okay, assign. Room 1 will be Ariano and Rohan. Okay. And room 2 will be Nicole and Deepa. Okay, I'm going to open all rooms. You can enter your rooms right now. So just click join.
Deepa, my name is not Deepa. My name is Mani Deepa. Call me
Okay.
Mani.
Oh, you don't want me to call you Deepa?
Yeah, that's not my. Yeah, it's part of my name, but but normally people call me Mani.
Okay, can I'll call you Mani then.
Teacher?
Then yes, who called me?
Should we write it?
Yes, you can write it if you want to. Yes,
Okay.
of course. So later I'll ask you. If you don't write it, it's also fine as long as you know the answer in your head because I'll ask you later. Okay, please join your room now. Go to your rooms. Hi, Rohan. It actually had 60 seconds to come back. You could have taken your time, but yes. Are you all done?
Yes, I'm done.
Oh,
I'm done.
fantastic. Oh, you're done? Very fast. Amazing. Yeah, the first group that came back.
I know before. I know in third standard.
Sorry, you what?
I actually know subject pronouns and reflexive pronouns before.
Oh, very good. Well done. Ariano, do you tell him some of the answers as well? You all discuss?
Yeah, I said to him the answer, is it correct or not?
Oh, then he said yes or no. Oh, he became the teacher in the class. Okay, Ari. Yes, okay. So Rohan has already learned these two, so I'm pretty sure that team would have gotten all correct. So let's ask Ariano. Can you tell me what are the matches? You can unmute yourself, Ariano. So the match is what?
Myself.
Very good. So the two you can add points. I'll tell you how many because it's a teamwork, right? So 2 of you will get the points later because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? There are 8. So for every match that you get it correct, is 8 points. So the first one is already correct. So that's 1 point for both of you. Ariano, what's you matches with it?
Yourself.
Yes, very good. He?
Himself.
Yes. And she?
Herself.
Very good. We?
Ourselves.
Very good. Because we includes you, right? So ourselves, very good. You, plural?
Yourself.
Yes, very good. Yourselves. And they?
Themselves.
And it?
Itself.
Yes, fantastic. Well done, team. So Rohan and Ariano, all correct. 8 points. Okay, Deepa, what about y'all? Did y'all get all correct?
Actually, we didn't even have time.
Okay, never mind. No problems. But how many did y'all try to finish?
I did all of them, but I didn't know about Nicole.
Oh, Nicole, did you try? How many? You're supposed to discuss what you did by yourself.
No,
You
we
did 5.
discussed, but then it came the 60 seconds, so we had to rush.
Okay, no worries. So Nicole, you did 5, right? And was all the 5 correct?
I did all of them.
Okay, so you can give yourself 5 points. Mani and Nicole team, you can give yourself 5 points. I'm trusting that you have 5 correct. So 5 points. And then the boys, y'all got 8 points. Fantastic. So next slide, you will see here. This is a very important chart for your pronoun chart. There are different kinds of pronouns. Subject pronoun refers to the one doing the action that you see in the first list. Object pronoun, the one receiving. Today we are learning reflexive pronoun. What is reflexive pronoun? Is when the object pronoun is the same, referring to the same person, okay? Same as the object. Same as object, okay? So you're using the same thing at self, selves or self. Now, the one that students are usually confused with is the yourself, the plural one. Have you all heard of that? Like, for example, I will ask all of you, the whole teacher asked the whole class, did you enjoy yourselves, plural, yourselves, in your holiday? So the you is the is referring to everyone, okay? In this case, it's a you plural, and then yourselves, okay? Now, if I ask you, Did you make these cakes yourselves?